There's nothing as exciting to follow up Elvis than talking about health insurance. I mean, it just makes you feel good all over, doesn't it? Poor Jim Benge, who's our health insurance consultant, is going to talk to you a little bit about our supplemental benefit plans and Medicare Advantage plans.
I think I messed up on this because my father, who was in show business, told me never follow animals, children, or Elvis. So, but here we go. We're going to cut back a little bit. So, one of the things we want to talk about today is kind of review your supplements. Those of you who have the Medicare supplements, it's important that you realize that the supplements you have through RIPIA are the best there is on the market. Now, of course, Plan F is Plan F. And there's lots. Every insurance company offers a Plan F. Plan G is Plan G. However, your supplements have an additional Anthem Major Medical that's added to that, all included in the premium, that pays for things not covered by Medicare. And one of the things that is limited by Medicare is overseas travel, foreign travel. Now, if you'll flip to the booklets there on your page, on your table, we'll review it quickly. You'll notice that down the list, Plan F and Plan G cover 100% in every category except Part B deductible. By the way, Plan G, that's a $233 deductible, not $2,003 or $203. And there is no deductible for Plan F. Part B excess is covered at 100%. What does that mean? That means if you go to a doctor that does not accept a Medicare assignment, these plans will still pay him. And then we get to foreign travel, and it covers 80%, and your 80% is of for emergency costs after a $250 deductible, and has a lifetime coverage maximum of $50,000. But that additional major medical, after a $500 deductible, will kick in and pay 80% of the cost with no limit. A good example is private duty nursing. Believe it or not, private duty nursing is not covered by Medicare. Therefore, would not be covered by your normal supplement. And it's very expensive. 3 shifts of LPNs or RNs, quite expensive. But your plan has that Anthem Major Medical. After a $500 deductible, it would pay 80% of the cost of private duty nursing. And there's no limit on that. Now, the deductible does start over each year, but that 80% is an excellent benefit that does not exist in any other supplement on the market that I'm aware of. Also, let's see here. Of course, you do have to buy a prescription drug plan, and you can do that on Medicare.gov. So we will move on to some other things. What I had planned was to answer some questions that most of you had. I know I've spoken to many of you that have even stopped by to see me, and I recognize your name, and then as we talk, I recognize you. And I have probably taken hundreds and hundreds of phone calls over the last 3 years, and so I appreciate you stopping by. But some of the questions that keep coming up are, on Advantage plans, how can they offer zero premium? Or how can they offer zero premium and give you back money? You hear that advertised on TV. How is that possible? And is that a good thing for you? Well, that's some of the questions that we probably need to answer. To answer that, we have to talk about how are Advantage plans funded. Keep in mind, Advantage plans is not Medicare. In your supplements, your claims go to Medicare first and are paid, and then they ship them to your insurance carrier for your supplement, which is Anthem in this case. But on Advantage plans, Medicare is not involved in your claims processing at all. It's all done by the insurance carrier. However, Medicare is involved in the funding. Medicare will pay, in this case, Anthem, in your behalf a dollar amount per month equal to what they're spending for per person for medical coverage in your zip code. That's why they talk about your zip code on TV. So when you take an Advantage plan, Medicare is going to send a large sum of money, whatever it happens to be, to Anthem in your behalf. And then Anthem designs a benefit plan, and we'll stop for a second and let you know that anything covered by Medicare is covered by Advantage plans. The only difference is that Advantage plans include some co-pays, a deductible, and has an out-of-pocket maximum. So it's designed more like a regular insurance plan. But a lot of people think that, well, supplements cover Medicare, but Advantage plans don't. That's not true. Whatever covered under Medicare is covered under both supplements and Advantage plans. But how do they do that? How do they get that money back? Well, in our case, we don't give the money back because it costs you benefits if we were to do that. Let's assume for a second that dollar amount that Anthem is giving to, or that Medicare is giving to Anthem is $1,000. Well, if they're going to do a zero premium, that means that Anthem's going to provide for you a benefit structure that is supported by that $1,000. So at that point, you're going to have some deductibles, co-insurance, and out-of-pocket maximums built in to be able to have a decent benefit structure. So that's how they do zero premium. The extra premium you pay for us is what makes these programs so rich and better than anything else on the marketplace. We'll look at that in just a minute. But how do they offer zero premium and give money back? Well, that $1,000 a month they're getting, they take the money they're giving back to you out of that $1,000. Anthem's not going to fund that. No insurance company's going to fund that. They take it, those companies that do these payback plans, take it out of the $1,000 they get from Medicare and use the rest of it, the leftover amount, to design your benefit plan. So needless to say, you're going to have higher deductibles, higher co-pays, and higher amounts out of pocket. So that's the answer to the three most common questions I get is, how can they do that? Well, they're not using their money, they're using, not Monopoly, Medicare money. So that's how that works. So let's take a quick look at your supplement plans first. Oh, we did that already, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Let's look at the Advantage plans. Beg your pardon? Oh, turn the lights up? I know we're in our time crunch, and the reason I want to get to this, we have a brand new Advantage plan beginning January the 1st. And it is designed to be, we've got the best Advantage plan on the market is the one we've had for a while, 20P. And we've got a 10P that's been the budget plan for us for a long time. A lot of people on that one. But we've got a brand new one that's middle of the road that I think a lot of people will like the idea of the lower premium and the higher level of benefits. Also, one major advantage to RIPIA is the fact that we don't underwrite. If you're in a private market and you buy either a supplement or an Advantage plan, the first thing you do is fill out a medical health questionnaire. They let you know whether they're going to accept you or not. And if you're accepted and you stay with that same company, but 2 years from now you want to move to a different plan, they send you the form, you fill out again, they let you know if you can move to that new plan. Or if you want to change to a different carrier completely. You get a medical questionnaire, you fill it out, they let you know whether they will accept you or not. The point is that at age 65 most people are healthy. Underwriting is not a problem. But at 75 or even older, passing underwriting might be more difficult. And if your strategy was to go for a lower cost plan because I'm healthy, then you better pay attention and be moving that plan up, because if you're in the private market, you'll be landlocked with that plan. You will not be able to change to another plan. The reason I tell you that is because a major advantage of RIPIA, we don't underwrite. So we have no medical questionnaire when you first sign up. If you want to move from a Advantage plan to a supplement, no medical questionnaire, no questions asked. If you want to move from plan 10P up to 15P, no medical questions asked. If you are 88 years old and you want to join our supplement, not a problem, no medical questionnaire. You'll never have to worry about being locked into a plan with RIPIA. Okay, let's take a quick look at the Advantage plans. 10P has no deductible, but it has co-pays. Primary care doc 10, a specialist 40, urgent care 35, emergency 90, and ambulance 265. The first 7 days have a $275 copay per day for the first 7 days of admission. And zero copay for the first 20 days on skilled nursing, $172 copay for the 21 through 100. Routine dental is covered at zero copay, one visit at $75. Not a great plan, but it's something. On routine vision, pays for the vision exam and up to $100 every other year toward glasses. Hearing benefits pretty good. Zero copay, $70 max covers your hearing exam, and $500 a year for hearing aids, and the cost of hearing aids are coming down significantly. So that's good news, especially if you shop at Costco. Okay, silver sneakers is included. Prescription drugs are included. Has a $6,000 out-of-pocket maximum, and the cost is $68.54. And by the way, that rate's staying the same for 2003. Third year in a row with no rate increase. That's because RIPIA has its own pool. We're not participating in the individual market where they have to sell individual policies and underwrite. We are a group. Our new plan, called 15P. This is a middle-of-the-road plan. It has a $150 deductible, $15 copay at the primary care doc, $30 for a specialist, $30 for urgently needed care, $75 for emergency care, $75 for ambulance, $500 per admission, no longer a copay per day. $500 per admission to the hospital. The rest of it's covered. Major improvement there. And skilled nursing, zero copay for the first 20, $25 copay for the next 80, zero copay for routine dental, same benefit for vision and hearing. And silver sneakers is included, prescription drug is included. This one, instead of $6,000 out of pocket like 15 or 10P, 15P is $2,900 out of pocket, and that is $103.40. We designed that to be a middle-of-the-road benefit. Now, the best Medicare Advantage plan on the market, anywhere that I'm aware of, is 20P. Has a $200 deductible in or out of the network. And any of these plans, Advantage plans, everybody says, no, I'm not going to change doctors or hospitals, because all the individual plans out there have PPOs and HMOs. With our plan, you don't have to change doctors or hospitals. We have a PPO plan, but you're not obligated to go in network. So a lady came up a while ago and said, well, we go to Florida every winter. I can't have an HMO, Advantage plan. Of course you can, ours, because you can go to any doctor in Florida that takes Medicare assignment and any hospital. Not a problem. That's highly unusual. Anyhow, $200 deductible, $20 copay for a physician, also $20 copay for specialists. All of them are like double for specialists, but not the case here. $20 copay for urgently needed services, $50 emergency, 0 copay for ambulance. I know you're thinking that means it's not covered. No, it means it's 100% covered. You need an ambulance to go to the hospital, 100% covered. You have an inpatient admission, it's 100% covered. You need surgery, 100% covered. If you need skilled nursing, this is after you get out of the hospital, you go to a skilled nursing facility, 100% covered for the first 100 days. Try to match that on the open market. Not there. Anyhow, the same coverage for the dental, vision, and routine care. Silver sneakers included, annual out-of-pocket maximum, $500. And all that would be is your $200 deductible and your co-pays. So, any questions? Where? Okay. Overseas travel is covered under your Advantage plan as well. Yeah. Anything else? Okay. I was going to say, if no questions, I must be good. Or you're asleep. One of the other. I put you to sleep. Thank you very much.